And we are live. Craig, how are you tonight, sir?
How are you, sir? Good. Can't complain. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Back for another year. We're going to get the chat going here. Let's try to pull people in, share it all over the place. Get all of our friends in here and talk about Rippin For The Cure tonight and what we got planned. So if you're in here already, say hi, drop us a line. All kinds of dings going on.
Yep. Sorry. That's all my notifications that we're live.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
I don't know where all my chats are in Twitter here in the DMs.
There it is. David Drew. All right. Twitter and X, or whatever you want to call it, are on YouTube are live. Chats are coming in.
Oh man, here's my. Let's see. There's Jim, Liz, hello. Joe, he's here. David and Nick, welcome everybody. Get more people in here, guys. Help us out. Let's make this a really fun night. Great start to a great event. So once we get more people in, we'll get started sharing about what's going on.
All right. Here we go.
Ryan, James, hello. Bob, chilly, snowy Wisconsin. Bob, how cold is it in Wisconsin right now?
Ooh, I just looked it up. It's cold.
It's cold?
It's cold. Good. We switched to a new platform, everyone, this year, so we're just trying to get a little things going.
New platform, same buffoons, doing the same work that we always do. And of course, my computer wants to run slow right now, trying to get everything going. It's saying it's Thursday at 9 at night. 23, but the wind chill's 8. Oh, so that's what it is here in Pittsburgh. It's not that cold. Come on, Bob, you're in Wisconsin. You're supposed to be a hardy folk up there. Well, Jim, I don't want to speak too ill will of you because you're doing big things for me this weekend, but the land up north, nobody wants to be there. Just saying. I still love you, man. Still a good dude.
Let's give it 2 more minutes, Eric, and we got a few more people in.
Yeah. I'm still plugging along here, trying to get some more folks to join us. But Slay, hello, sir. Joe, how was the ice fishing? Did you catch anything? Or are you ice fishing now?
That would be cool.
That would be really cool if you're ice fishing now and watching this.
If he says that, I'm giving him my break spot.
There you go, Joe. There's a challenge for you. Oh, man. Kathleen, welcome. Scott, evening.
Hi, Kathleen. So real quick, Kathleen's, I walked last year for Kathleen's daughter at the Jersey Shore Walk.
Oh, wonderful. That's fantastic.
And we are high school buddies, so I won't date myself, but that was a very long time ago.
Oh, come on, Craig. We got to be about the same age.
I graduated high school in 2002.
I'm older than you. Come on, don't date yourself. What are you talking about? Man. Ryan, you're going to have a heck of a Saturday there, man. Ice fishing and then going to be a grandfather? There you go. Congratulations, my friend. Hello, Karen. Zion, welcome, sir. So I think we can go ahead and get started here. I think people will trickle in. Jim, appreciate the support. So for those of you, all of you know who I am, I guess. But just a real quick, brief introduction. Eric Hecker, talking about Rippin For The Cure, a program that we are now in the 6th year, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 7th year. Holy Moses. This will be our 7th Rippin For The Cure. That doesn't make sense to me. But this is our 7th Rippin For The Cure that we're doing this year. And Craig has, stepped up huge in this last year. And Craig, I'll let you introduce yourself and, why you're doing this.
So I really got involved, I think, 2 years ago when I was, basically I have Crohn's, didn't know really much about it. My friend had it in high school. And I just thought it was a stomach disease, but it's more than that. It's an incurable stomach disease as of right now. So I was diagnosed in, I think, 21 during COVID, went through a few challenges, one surgery in November of 23, another surgery in March of 24, no surgeries in 2025. So basically I have Crohn's and I have to really keep on top of it, see my GI every 6 months to check up and to make sure I'm doing well. But it is a terrible, terrible GI disease. And I don't want to take anything away from colitis, but they are not the same disease, but they are categorized almost the same. And I really felt a mission to get involved and I don't want to feel sorry for myself. I want to help others. So when I saw what this was and I got to know Eric better and what he does, I'm like, I'm all in. So whatever you need from me, feedback, get me on a call, let's talk. And basically it really came back to cards as much as I didn't want to, it's cards, collectibles. And then it's also spreading the word. There is no cure. People have this, they call this the invisible disease because you don't know people have it and they're walking around with it, and getting out there and supporting others. So I'm happy to do this every year. When he says we're starting January, I roll my sleeves up and I say, let's go.
Yeah. Well, Craig, it's much appreciated. And I feel like you're kind of selling yourself short in this last year. Craig has reached out to me on a number of occasions, saying, hey, I'm talking to this person and here's what I got out of it. And when I say talking to this person, like he's talking to either a new patient or a friend or somebody who's just confiding in him. And that's what this community is always looking for, is somebody they can talk to, because as Craig said, it's an invisible disease. You can't look at Craig and say, oh, he's got Crohn's. I can see it. You can't. You are isolated a lot of times, with whether it's the medication you're on, it's, the treatments that you're taking. There might be an embarrassment factor, all kinds of different things. And so the Crohn's Colitis Foundation, they try to take all those things away. And so not only has Craig, helped other folks just by talking to him, but he's raised money for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation through various fundraisers, Rippin For The Cure, birthday fundraisers. He's walked, like you said, to the New Jersey Take Steps. He has done all kinds of things. He gets matching gifts from his company, IBM. It's the little things that really add up, and it's the awareness piece. And that's one thing that Craig has really taken on this year, is bringing awareness to the mission of the work that we're doing. He was featured in an article, Staten Island, Craig, is that where it was?
Live, yeah.
Yep. So different news outlets, and leading into this year's Rippin For The Cure, if you could see my inbox right now, there's probably 50 emails. Craig has spent the last week, at least that I know of, maybe even longer, of reaching out to practically every professional sports team and minor league team here in the United States of America that is willing to hear from him. And he has put in a request for donations. We've heard back from quite a few of them: the Jets, the Mets, the Giants, the Steelers, the Savannah Bananas. I feel like I'm missing some.
Flyers.
The Flyers, Philadelphia Flyers, and a local minor league team here in the Pittsburgh area called the Washington Wild Things reached out today. So
Valley Renegades reached out.
Hudson Valley Renegades. So I mean, we're getting more traction in that way, and it's all because of the work that Craig's doing, and it's very, very much appreciated. So Craig, I thank you, and I look forward to growing this, with you and the support that everyone's bringing in. Want to just kind of, let's see, acknowledge folks here. Rick, welcome in, my friend. Nick, brother diagnosed at 12 and living it with 25 years. Nick, I hope he's getting the care that he deserves and needs. Jim, same with your son and your cousin. Sean, welcome, my friend. Anthony, welcome to the show. Zion, absolutely fantastic job to Craig and the organizations here. And I just want to go back up to Slay. Slay, I know 7, it's hard. And I counted like 3 different times. So we got 2020 is when this started, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and now we're on 26. It's crazy to think. And for those that don't know how Rippin For The Cure started in 2020, we were all locked down, right? And full transparency, I work for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I lead the chapter here in the Western Pennsylvania area. So this is my job, but Rippin For The Cure is personal to me. It's not a job when I'm doing this here. But in 2020, I just got back into the hobby. I was breaking with Rippin Gypsy, and I saw like the enthusiasm behind breaks, and everybody was just throwing money at this stuff. And I was like, holy crap, like, we can do something here. Contacted them, and Smash and Mindy at the time said, well, what do you want to raise? And I was like $2,000. And Smash said, well, let's do 5,000. And I said, okay, let's do 5,000. I knew nobody in the hobby. He connected me with a ton of folks. In the first year, we raised over $15,000 within a matter of weeks, and just took off like gangbusters. And here we are, year 7. Proud to say last year, and thank you to everybody that's in chat and that's not in chat, we raised last year over $28,000 just through Rippin For The Cure, which is phenomenal. We are classified through the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation in this as a corporate team. So when you think corporate, who are you thinking of? You're thinking of hospitals, you're thinking of law firms, you're thinking of financial institutions. We were the number 5 highest raised corporate team in the United States. Bunch of folks on social media who collect baseball cards and sports memorabilia. We were number 5 compared to a lot of these teams like New York Life and Morgan Stanley and LA Hospital and NYC and all these things. So a pretty cool experience there. This year, I know that we can get to $30,000, only a couple more from where we were last year. I think it's a pretty great goal to have, and I'm thrilled and I'm excited to do this. Nate, welcome to the show, my friend. Glad to have you here. So, how do we do this? How do we fundraise? Bunch of different ways, ton of different ways. So the first thing, I'm going to try to share my screen. Okay, here it is. Share screen. Let's see if it works. So hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can or not.
Yeah.
But it's the
it worked.
Oh, right. It worked. Yes.
we didn't test that.
So This is the Rippin For The Cure website. All right. So it's very, very simple. Rippinforthecure.com. And if you scroll down here, it says donate now. So when you hit that donate now button, what that's going to do is it's going to take you to my Take Steps page. Now, what Take Steps is Take Steps our awareness walk. It's a fundraising walk. This is the way we pull all the local communities together across the country and raise money for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. In total, this walk will raise over $9 million this year for the foundation. The money that you're donating, I want to make this perfectly clear to everybody that's watching, listening, share it with the world. The money you're donating, 100% of it goes to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. None of it goes to Eric Hecker. Not a single solitary penny comes into me. It all goes to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And then what they do is over 80% of every dollar that is fundraised goes to their mission of trying to find cures for these two diseases, also helps fund education events, advocacy efforts, initiatives like our Camp Oasis program that pediatric patients go to. So again, I just want to reiterate, 0 goes to me, 100% goes to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and I can verify everything for you as needed. So again, $30,000 is where we're at. We have raised over $130,000 since our inception. And we got some great people that are involved with us again this year. David Adams is coming back on board. CGC is back on board. Steel City Collectibles is back with us. Tops is supporting again this year. TriStar will. I haven't got a confirmation from them, but they will be. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins will be partnering again with us this year. Hobby partners, you'll see them all here. Buck City Breaks, Eloy the Goat, Rippin Gypsy, Midwest Box Breaks. Minuteman tickets, be on the lookout for Minuteman Madness with him. Jimmy Guns and Panini. There's a few others that'll be added that I've been talking with. I'm not quite ready to share who they are yet. And then our professional partners that we had mentioned earlier too are here as well. Different things that are lined up throughout the year. We got our weekend $5 challenges, which I'll get into here in a moment. Again, March Madness, Buck City Breaks will do something, Midwest Box Breaks will do something, and there will be more. And then we conclude with the Mega Break. So what the Mega Break is, for those that are not aware, you donate at least $50, okay? That's like our threshold. You donate $50, your name gets put into what's called the Mega Break Random, okay? On May 23rd, everybody that is in that random will have an opportunity to walk away with a hit. A hit is an autograph piece of memorabilia. There's graded cards. There's, short printed cards, autographs. The cards, the floor value is $20, $25. And the memorabilia, it's any certified signed memorabilia. And then wax is also a part of this. And the only wax that goes into the break are hobby boxes. We do have folks that have been donating some megas and blasters. Those will be used throughout the campaign. Last year, we had 180 hits, 180 individual hits. This year, my goal is to have over 200 hits in this. And I know that we can get there. And I have faith in this community. And we'll talk a little bit about that here in a moment, too. So how do we get to $30,000? How do you make this happen? It's very simple. One thing before I get into that, $50 is a threshold. You know me, I'm going to give you incentives throughout this way to get in for as little as $5. So make sure that you're paying attention on Twitter. There's a bunch of different things that are going to happen this year, but right now we're going to get into some things. So I'm going to give away, Craig, what did I say? 5, 6? Let me get back in here.
5 or 6 we talked about.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get the right number. All right, so right now, this weekend, I'm going to give away 5 guaranteed break spots. All right. Knowles, that's not a nice comment. It's not a nice one. Start calling you by your government name if you want me to. Anyway, we're going to do 5 guaranteed mega break spots given away this weekend. Here's how we're doing it. Okay. The first person that DMs me on Twitter and commits to 10 donated items for the break. Okay. So again, these are signed autograph pieces, graded cards that are at least $20 comp threshold, short printed cards, autograph cards, cards that are at least a $20 threshold, and hobby wax. And then anything else that you may think it's cool too. And don't just think sports. It can be non-sport too. Okay, it can be TCG. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff, but hey, it can be that stuff, and I'm perfectly happy to do that. So the first person that says, hey, I'm going to do 10 items. Now, for everybody that's donated items to this event in the past, you all have received an email or a DM from me over the last week to 2 weeks with this same incentive. There's still 1 spot left. So there's 2 chances to donate 10 items to get a guaranteed break spot. So 2 people, if you donate 10 items, reach out to me on Twitter, committed to them. I don't need you to ship them tonight, but commit to 10 items and you'll have a guaranteed break spot. The other one, the first person that donates $100 tonight, will receive a guaranteed break spot. I get notifications on my phone right away when a donation comes through, so I will be able to verify that once it hits. So first person that donates $100 tonight will receive a mega break spot. The next one here is the first 10 people that donate at least $50. If you donate at least $50, the first 10 people will be placed into a random. One of you will walk away with a mega break spot. Everybody else will get 2 random spots in the mega break random. So first 10 $50 donors. And then the last one, our goal this weekend is $1,000. If you raise $1,000 as a group this weekend, everybody that made a donation, $5, $500, $1,000, doesn't matter. Everybody that makes a donation will be placed into a random to win a guaranteed mega break spot. Now, I want to be clear with this, okay? If you donate $100, you're still getting 1 spot in that random. If you donate $5, you're getting 1 spot. This one, I want to make sure that it's an even playing field for everybody as we raise $1,000 because there's more incentives that are going to be built around this. That's a lot of information. Let me review it one more time with you. Okay, 2 people that donate at least 10 items to the break. First $100 donor. First 10 people that donate $50 will go into a random. And if we raise $1,000 this weekend, you can certainly, you'll certainly be into a random for a mega break spot as well.
Liz just dropped your Twitter handle.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate it.
Anyone doesn't have it, but we all should.
Scott, thank you. I hope it was clear. If not, ask questions. Ask questions here in chat. Happy to answer anything. Find me on Twitter. But all right, so we got a donation. Let's see. Now, I got some messages saying that I'll donate 100. I need the actual donation. So it's going to be the first donation that comes in. And let's see who it is. So according to my donation tracker, it is Ryan Peoples. Ryan Peoples, thank you, sir. You have that guaranteed break spot, so I do appreciate it. So we'll make sure we get that lined up for you.
And for those who have not been in the mega break, which I was, what did we go, 5.5 hours?
It was a long one last year.
Long night.
Yep.
Eric was like typing to me at 11 o'clock. Hey, we got to talk. The items are like legit for people who don't know. Like, I have a full blown hockey sweater that I'm looking at, Penguins, but even though I'm a Ranger fan, but still. I think it's like a 16 by 20 Browns linebacker auto poster. You know who I'm talking about, Eric. Who I got. I got a few Atlanta Falcons signed helmet. There is some legit stuff. We've had some.
So I mean, it's really cool because Steel City Collectibles, they're donating a case of jerseys again this year. Their jerseys have always done well with us. One year, their jersey case, we pulled a Pele jersey and a Ronald Acuna jersey from the same case, which was absolutely insane. So their stuff's always legit. Right now over here, I have some mini helmets that have been donated. There's some cards in here, all kinds of crazy stuff. And the autograph items, I don't accept, and I am picky with this stuff because I have to be, right? I mean, I'm not a professional breaker, but I treat this like a professional breaker would. The autograph items have to be certified, unless I'm getting them straight from the athlete or the team themselves. The item has to be a certified item, either JSA, PSA, Beckett, Fanatics, TriStar, one of the main players. So it is all legit. We do not skimp on anything. And if I don't feel comfortable putting it in, I'm not going to put it in, and I'll let you know that. And it's no harm, or nothing against you. It's just I want to make sure that we're keeping this legit. Yeah, Noel's made a good point too. There's a lot of trades that will go on,
Yes.
and things like that. And that's the other thing I want to make sure that it's clear too, is not everybody's going to walk away with something. Like I said, this year we hope to have 200 items. There's going to be more than 200 names on that random list. So I want to make sure that it's clear that not everybody will walk away with something. And I wish that I could, but it's just not feasible. So there's that. So let's kind of talk about how we're going to get to $1,000 this weekend, and then what happens every weekend after that. So every weekend we are running what's called a $5 challenge. Okay, and a $5 challenge. This is a 48-hour donation window. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, goes to 9 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, and a generous hobby member is donating something, a card, memorabilia, whatever the case may be. They're donating something. And I'll show you in a minute here what Jim Knight has donated for this weekend. But you can make a minimum $5 donation to have a shot to win that item. If you make a $50 donation, you have 10 chances to win that item. Plus you get into the Mega Break Random. You donate $100, $1,000, whatever the case may be, multiples of 5, you get that many chances. It's just a fun way to fundraise, because I understand $50 is a lot to a lot of people, but I'm hoping that $5 can get you in to make a difference, to help a cause that's near and dear to so many of our hearts, and hopefully you win something too. So it starts tonight. So if you've donated tonight, you're in this weekend's $5 challenge. And I would encourage everybody to get in. So Jim Knight this weekend, I don't know if you can see it or not. Ooh, that glare is really bad. So Jim has donated this first Shohei Ohtani card to 2021 Stadium Club Beam Team PSA 10. And then the other one that he's donated for this weekend is another Shohei 2023 Topps Home Field Advantage. And I'll have clearer pictures on Twitter. It's a PSA 9. And Jim's got more up his sleeve this weekend, too. Let me just say, if we hit $1,000, I think Jim's going to maybe add a third card to it. Jim, you're here in chat. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what we had discussed. So even more incentive to get to $1,000 this weekend. And I can tell you the third card that he sent me is just as good, if not better, than these two. So it's pretty cool. I am looking for more people to donate. through these $5 challenges. I have everything lined up through February right now, so I need all of May and April covered, and May as well. So if you're interested in doing a $5 challenge, reach out to me through Twitter. Let's get you set up. The incentive to do that is your donation. So I'll take Jim for an example here. Right now, Jim has 2 spots in the Mega Break Random for donating 2 cards because they're going to 2 winners. But then however much money we raise, for every $25 that your $5 challenge weekend raises, you get another spot in the Mega Break Random. So Jim's got a pretty good weekend. He didn't know that I was doing $1,000 until after we had discussed this. So every $25, you get another spot in that Mega Break Random. So it's a pretty cool thing. They don't have to be anything significant. Okay, I know that's been a question I've been getting from people that have been doing this. They do not have to be anything of significant value. What it should be is something that's going to pique people's interest and say, you know what, I'll throw $5 at that. And you know, that's the long and short of it. But again, reach out to me on Twitter. If you have my cell phone, text me. We can get a conversation going, get some items donated. Again, the goal this year, $30,000 raised, 200 individual hits or more, willing to take more, and just have a good time, you know, and really come together, continue being together as that community. This, I think, proves just how strong the hobby is, because maybe Crohn's and colitis doesn't mean anything to you, but you're a good person and you want to help somebody else, or you want to help an organization out, and that's why you're doing this. And shout it from the rooftops, like share it with people. I mean, not just you know that you donated, but why, you know, and why it's important, why this hobby community is, you know, what it is. So I keep getting messages of donations. I want to see where we're at.
My mother just donated. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. So we are currently at, you guys are going to blow this out of the water. We're currently at $440, which is really, really cool to see. So I appreciate you guys doing that. Shoot, if we get to $1,000 tonight, Jim, we might need to have a conversation about what we're going to do. But
and I can say, like, Eric spoke, I won't say what, but the teams I reached out to, because I have connections with, I'm a miserable Jets fan. What the Jets, the Mets have sent me, those 2 I'll speak of, are legit stuff. Like, yeah. Wow, they did more than they did last year. And those teams just keep coming back and be like, how can we help? Savannah Bananas are the hottest thing in baseball. How can we help? What can we do? And like Eric said, maybe Crohn's and colitis don't mean anything to you, but it means to me. And now I'm able to collect. What I like to do is sports cards, even though I'm looking at my room right now, it's a mess. I'm connecting the thing that affects me the most versus the thing I love the most. I'm sorry, my wife is on here. The second thing I love the most, right? Sorry, third, but it's bringing people together. And so, you know, I was able to reach out to a couple people that I know, and even having conversations with people that are sick, right? How can we help? What can I do? Here are some doctor recommendations. It goes beyond sports cards. It goes about taking care of yourself. Here are some connections. Some doctors I'm seeing, maybe they can help you. And there was one prime example where if it wasn't for the money and the research raised by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation through Rippin For The Cure, there might never be a cure, but we're getting there. Every day there's a step closer. A little off. I have a friend who was very sick, and I referred her to the doctor I was seeing, and now she has felt better in the past year and a half that she's had in the last 20 years. Right there is a testament to what this community, the hobby, has done. And that was through a connection through Eric, a connection through that person, a connection through that person. Hey, go see that person.
Yep.
So it does bring a lot of us all together in some strange, weird bonds. It all comes back to sports.
Yeah.
But what has been sent by those teams, it's legit stuff, and you're gonna be. And I'm not done. I'm gonna go through the hottest team in baseball, and I'm gonna get them on Rippin For The Cure.
Yeah, we have some really cool stuff set up, and the one thing I did not mention. So I know I said an incentive this weekend is donating 10 items, and you get a mega break spot. You can donate one item. If you any item that you donate also to the break, you also get a spot in the mega break random. So like that's a way to get in without making a monetary donation as well. And you can donate anytime. I mean, you're gonna get sick of me. I know that you're gonna get sick of me over the next 4 months. I tag so many of you in all these posts, but it gets the word out there, and I appreciate you putting up with me. But it's a way to incentivize that type of donation. Like we all have stuff probably laying around that we're like, I can't sell it. I have no use for it. It's not in my PC. I will take it. I will take it. I will put it in the mega break random. And there's going to be other opportunities to raise money throughout this campaign too, outside of just a direct donation and $5 challenges. I can find ways to fit anything into something that we're doing. So certainly think about something you want to donate. Again, there's 2 opportunities to get a guaranteed mega break spot this weekend if you commit to 10 items being donated. First 10 folks that donate at least $50 or more, you get a chance at it. First $100 donations off the board. And the other thing I want to mention too about the $5 challenges, because we had a couple of individuals that participated in every single one last year. This year, I want to incentivize, if you participate in every single one, at the end of it, there will be a random for a guaranteed mega break spot as well. So I'll be sure to track all those. And at the end, we'll do another random. So I've set aside 10% of the spots for guaranteed. So there's should be about 20 guaranteed spots at the end of this for folks that are really stepping up and putting in a lot of work with here. So this is a great thing. I'm excited to be back again. January 15th. It's been on my calendar for a long time. May 23rd is going to get here quick for the mega break. My son is already excited about it, so he's chomping at the bit to open the boxes that are here to my right and asking me every day, how many days until we go? And I keep telling him, I don't know. It's about 4 months. But it's going to be here quick, and we're going to have a ton of fun that night. So I will leave it at that. Thank you, everybody. Certainly appreciate your time tonight, the time that you're going to put in over these next few months. And Craig, huge thank you again to everything that you've already done and that I know you will continue to do, not only for Rippin For The Cure, but for so many others in this world of ours.
It's not a problem at all.
So thanks, everybody. Be on the lookout for messages from me here on the back end. We'll be in touch. Thanks, guys.